So what going to be happen? Construction and working. There is a one long tube open at one end and closed to the other. It is filled with the mercury and then inverted into a dish of mercury. Once the tube is inverted, the mercury does not empty the bowl into the bowl. Instead, the atmosphere exerts a pressure on the mercury in the bowl. This atmospheric pressure in the mercury this atmospheric pressure pushes the mercury in the tube to the same height edge above the bowl. So, what going to be happen then? The tube in which there is a mercury on the bowl of the mercury by atmosphere is equal to the weight of the column of mercury in the tube. Any change in the height edge of the column mercury means that the atmosphere pressure has changed. The sea level, the atmosphere will push down on the pool of mercury and make it rise up in the tube to a height of approximately 760 millimeter. Mercury barometer. If there is no air in the tube, the air pressure on the mercury in the bowl forces the mercury to rise up the tube. The pressure at the bottom of the tube is equal the air pressure. The height the air pressure, the higher the column of mercury. Look at this one diagram. This is the tube, but this is the inverted tube. When we invert the tube in the bowl, what going to be happen that mercury has a dense, they are heavy density. That's why they are going to be silted down. You are able to see in the top of the empty space. This one is the empty space. This empty space occurs just because of that the mercury is a heavy density. They are going to be settled down. Look at this one red arrow. Are you able to see that a red one arrow? Okay, this red arrow has on a 760 millimeter. Atmospheric pressure pushes down on mercury. Look at the blue one writing. Atmospheric pressure pushes down on mercury, and this one is this small space comes here. The scales indicates air pressure. Mercury rises up the inverted tube. Now there is that it is possible to build a barometer with water rather than mercury. The question is that always we are going to take a mercury. Now the water, we are not taking a water because the water has a low density and the mercury has a heavy density. Then mercury air pressure is left to contain a volume of water much higher up the tube than the same volume of mercury. In other words, if we use a water, he will need a really tall tube. In our barometer will be enormous, too much tall as a impractical. So we have read it about the it. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.